Hello, I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan, a medically qualified doctor and a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of color. So today's video is one that thousands of you have asked me to make, and that's the best and worst face washes, Korean beauty edition.
This is the magic. They have crack in this.
This is gonna be your best friend.
I would probably recommend the Ampule foam.
One of my top cleansers and the current one in my rotation.
I don't like the beauty of Joseon rice milk.
I love this product. Oh, and I like it too. This product is a disaster. Moving on to Heart Leaf Pore Deep Cleansing Foam. Oh, do you know what? I need scissors or something. Okay, so it's okay. So the first ingredient in here is Houtinia extract. Again, what you find is this then becomes a signature. The inky list, ingredients list, become a signature to that particular cosmetic formulator. So having Houtinia extract, for example, as the first ingredient means that the cosmetic formulator that made this particular range loves this particular ingredient, and I like it too. And what happens is you then buy it in bulk. When you buy it in bulk, it becomes cheaper. Even when I formulate for my brand, Skincare by Dr. V, for example, one of the ingredients I love is retinaldehyde. It works 10 times faster than retinol. I put it in all my serums. I put it even in the body oil, for example. And why is that? Because if I buy it in bulk, it turns out to be cheaper. And so then that becomes part of my signature formula. And that's what's happening here as well. So second ingredient in here is glycerin, which is excellent actually because it is also a humectant, holds water in the top layer of skin. And then they've got sodium cocoyl glycinate, which is the main surfactant in this. It's quite a gentle surfactant. Okay, so it comes out of that. Okay, so they've also put in here salicylic acid, so at about 0.5%, but they've put in glycerol stearate SE, and that's 3 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale, which is a problem because if this is for pore cleansing, you're trying to get into the pore. You do not want to clog the pore. You have to be very careful to make sure that any ingredient you put in here is not going to do the reverse of what you're trying to do. Oh no, they added fragrance and it's pretty strong. Oh, that's annoying. So fragrance means that this product is not a safe product because it contains fragrance. Some of you might be asking, Dr. V, what's the big deal with fragrance? Fragrance leads to contact dermatitis in 3 to 4% of the population. Contact dermatitis leads to a damaged skin barrier, irritation, inflammation, and then hyperpigmentation. And for skin of color, we cannot afford anything that's going to irritate our skin. And what may also happen is it might not irritate immediately. It may happen years later. It may suddenly become sensitized to fragrance, which is a very well-known allergen. And that's why for skin of color, we should avoid fragrance in all of our skincare. I'm happy for you to go and put your Sol de Janeiro on your actual clothes or whatever fragrance you love on your clothes, but just avoid it on your skin. And that also includes your shampoos. Your scalp is also is skin, and the health of your scalp will determine the health of your hair. So again, with shampoos, avoid fragrance. So for me, unfortunately, this is not an approved product. Right, moving on to the Ampule foam. So the pH of this is 5, so it's pH neutral, skin neutral. Ooh, okay, interesting. Let's take the security seal off. Nice, look at that, that is beautiful. There's some sort of like pearl effect to this. So nice. Let me see what it looks like. Very cooling on the skin. Ooh, I love the gloop. This is something that the Koreans do so well, is the gloop. Oh, look at that. So satisfying. Okay, right, so let me tell you if it's actually worth it or if it's just fun to play with. Okay, so in here, we've got obviously water as the first ingredient. Then they've used sodium cocoyl isethionate. It's actually a very gentle cleanser. So this is going to work nicely if you have a damaged skin barrier. Third ingredient in here is glycerin, which I love. It's a humectant. Then they've put in sodium methyl cocoyl taurate. This is like a very non-drying surfactant, which I love as well. And then they use cocoa betaine. Cocoa betaine is usually used as a secondary surfactant. It's not powerful powerful enough on its own to clean the skin, but it works really nicely as a secondary sort of booster. I love this product. This is fragrance free as well. I would say this is a lovely cleanser if you have dry, damaged skin barrier. There aren't any actives in here that are going to brighten the skin or help with pigmentation or help with fine lines or help with texture, but because no other, innovation or anything special about this, but it's a very nice formula that I would even recommend for your teenage kids to use. I know a lot of teens are getting into K-beauty. Most of K-beauty I would actually avoid because a lot of it does contain fragrance, but this product I would recommend. I really like it. I think they're going to enjoy using it. That's a good price point as well. So this one is Dr. V approved. Right, moving on to the next one. This is the Tone Brightening Cleansing Gel Foam. So this is meant to be hydrating and fragrance free. So let's see what it looks like. Ah, lovely. I love that kind of translucent packaging. Do you know this is the reason that K-beauty is so viral on social media? Social media is such a visual platform. Anything that just looks different or looks like, oh, my skin could look translucent like this. Think, oh, let me buy it. But let me tell you if it's worth it or not. Oh, so it's coming out very thin actually. I've never seen it come out so thin before. Sorry. Okay, I've been filming for about 3 hours today, and I'm just going to get more woo-woo, I think, as time goes on. All right, so let me show you what this looks like. Okay, so it's nice, it's smooth, no fragrance. Let me check there's actually fragrance in here, but I can't smell any. It feels soothe on the skin. I like it. All right, let me tell you what's in this thing. Oh, it's got a low percentage niacinamide plus vitamin C. Now, I don't like this because vitamin C is an antioxidant. If that's what you're hoping is going to work in here, you really want this in airless packaging, which it's not. So you're unlikely to get much brightening, to be honest, with this cleanser. I think it's a nice cleanser, but because they called it brightening and because skin of color brightening is a big thing, I just don't want you buying this hoping your skin is going to be brighter, because it's not. Your skin will feel more hydrated, yes, but really for brightening effects, we need more tyrosinase inhibitors. For example, when we created our micellar gel wash, we put in stem cells, which is for brightening, but I also put in niacinamide in the therapeutic index, and that's the key here. So niacinamide is a beautiful ingredient and it works really well to brighten the skin, to help with oily, acne-prone skin, to even help with dry skin or a damaged skin barrier, but it has to be in the therapeutic index. Even though it's a wash-off product and it's not going to stay on like you would want it, for example, in your moisturizer. Like, for example, when we put niacinamide on our moisturizer, it's going to be on all day. You still want it because as you're cleaning the skin, actives in the face wash are going to be the first to penetrate into the skin actually before you even put on a toner. I do like this product, but you're just not going to get much brightening from it. But they Pore Minimizing Deep Cleansing Foam. I actually really like this pink packaging. I think it's so cute. Okay, let's get the security seal off and I'll tell you what it looks like. Ooh, comes out very thick. Nice. Woo! That is so satisfying. I love it. It's so nice. Okay, let me tell you what's in this product. This product is a disaster. This product is meant to minimize pores, right? Pore minimizing. The first ingredient in this product is myristic acid, which is 3 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale. It's basically the worst surfactant you can use. They put in stearic acid, lauric acid. Stearic acid is 3 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale. Lauric acid is 4 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale. And then the surfactant that they used was sodium C14 to 16 sulfonate, which is very harsh, which is actually the opposite of what we want to be doing for pore minimizing. We want to hydrate, hydrate, hydrate in order for the skin to almost become plumper around the pore to give the impression that the pore is smaller. So this, I don't know who formulated this, but this was a different formulator to whoever formulated the rest of the range. This product is a disaster. This product, please just avoid. Moving on to the cleansing gel, the Black Rice Moisture 5.5 cleansing gel. Beautiful packaging. So it comes out like a gel. Creates a little foam as well. Okay, so let me tell you what's in this and tell you whether it's worth your money or not. So actually this cleanser only has one surfactant in it, and it's a secondary surfactant. They've gone in with cocoa betaine. Cocoa betaine usually we use to boost the primary surfactant. So again, you're not going to get much cleaning with this, and you definitely have to use it in conjunction with another cleanser. This on its own is not really going to be enough for you. The second ingredient in here is glycerin, which I love. So it's a humectant, holds water in the top layer of skin, and then they've gone in with propanediol, another humectant. Don't forget, for skin of color, we have less ceramides in our skin than Caucasian skin. This means that our skin becomes drier quicker, and that's why humectants are essential in every single step of our routine, from the double cleanse to the hydrating toner to our exfoliators if you use one, to your moisturizer, and of course your sunscreen. So humectants throughout, and you definitely need ceramides at some point in the routine if you really want the most amount of glow that your skin can give. Having said this is NAFE safe, no denatured alcohol, no fragrance, no essential oils. That's the bare minimum for skin of color, and it's hydrating. So I really like this product and I would recommend it. It's even good for your teenage kids who are trying to get into skincare. They want to use the latest viral product and they're not sure. It's a really cute product, and it's one that I would be okay with my daughter using, and she's 11 years old. So moving on to the Centella Cleansing Foam. Okay, so this is meant to be very gentle, but I'm gonna investigate and look at the inky list. The ingredients list really does give a lot away. It does have a security seal. So I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. So I love this simple packaging. I think it's so beautiful and very relaxing. This is coming out quite fatty, which I like. So even if you do this, it's not falling. And I love this for skin of color. The reason is, for us, we have less fats in our skin. We have less ceramides in our skin than Caucasian skin. And this is why we want fats in our skincare routine. It's very, very important. And ceramides are key for us. So I do like the consistency of this. Let me show you what it looks like. So it comes out like this. So let's have a look at the ingredients list. So the third ingredient in here is glycerin, which is really nice because glycerin is very hydrating and it's high up on the inky list. Don't forget, the ingredients list is in descending order of concentration. So being third on the list means it's probably at about 5%, 5 to 7% if I had to guess. This is a beautiful percentage. It's actually the percentage I tend to even aim for with our Micellar gel wash. So our Micellar gel wash was made for skin of color, and that's quite different. The reason is that we tend to get dull skin. So with this, I actually put in also Centella, of course, but a whole bunch of anti-inflammatories, because usually when you're washing the face, the skin can become irritated. So you want anti-inflammatories. So in here, I put allantoin, panthenol, niacinamide to brighten the skin. I also put in derm stim. Those are brightening stem cells. So our Micellar gel wash was really made for sort of normal dry combination skin that's dull. I'm going to show you and compare it to this Mixoon. So here the third ingredient is glycerin, which I love. But the problem with this is the second to last ingredient is Centella asiatica. This means that it's a tiny fraction of a percent, but the product is being called a Centella cleansing foam. And this is where I don't like it when it comes to cosmetics. You can literally put as a hero ingredient in the title Centella, but it's at a fraction of a percent. So yes, it may even be in the therapeutic index, but it's not like the key ingredient in here. It's just the ingredient that is going to be marketed nicely to you. So I've got a higher percentage Centella, for example, in my Micellar gel wash, but I have not called it a Centella gel wash, if that makes sense. So it's important for you to know that, because just because a name is in the title, it doesn't mean it's even in the therapeutic index or that there's a decent percentage of it. So it's just important for you to be aware of that. The good thing about this product, it is NAFE safe. So there's no denatured alcohol, no fragrance, no essential oils. So it's not going to be stripping. It feels nice and hydrating on the skin, but there's no special actives in this either. It's not going to brighten the skin. It's not going to help with stimulating collagen. It's not really going to do anything other than clean the skin. So I think it's a basic cleanser. It's okay if you're looking for a nice basic gentle cleanser. This one is approved. It's just got nothing special in it. Moving on to a green plum refreshing cleanser. So the claim is it helps to remove dead skin cells and sebum. It's meant to be a light gel and hypoallergenic, mildly acidic, which we have to be a little bit careful of because we tend to prefer skin neutral pH products. And it says it doesn't dry out the skin and helps to retain moisture. So the first it's coming out very nice and gel-like. The first ingredient in here is water, which makes sense. Then it's got a prunus fruit water, which is a humectant, but not much clinical data on this particular ingredient. It's got cocamidol propyl hydroxysultane. This is an amphoteric sulfactant. It has both acid and basic qualities, making it quite versatile actually across a wider pH range. So this is actually quite good, for example, if you want to put ingredients into the product which makes it slightly more acidic or slightly more alkaline, this particular surfactant is going to be able to work at both levels. So that's what makes it versatile. The next ingredient is quite interesting. They use Facilis radiatus, which is an ingredient we really don't use much in the West. It's basically a skin conditioner, but there's not many clinical studies on it. The next ingredient is sodium cocoa isethionate. This is a mild soap-free cleanser. It's really good for sensitive skin. It's an anionic surfactant, which is interesting because it basically means it's a negative instead of positive charge. Ionic surfactants are the most common, and what they do is they're able to lift dirt and suspend dirt and debris better. Plus, it's got glycerin in it, which makes it very hydrating to the skin. I would say this is a lovely hydrating cleanser for sensitive skin, and I'd give it a lovely 7 out of 10. Moving on to the Glow Replenishing Rice Milk. It says it deeply hydrates and smooths dry, rough skin. This is a dual layer formula, provides refreshing, non-greasy finish while controlling sebum and soothing sensitive skin. So let's check if it actually does what it says. So this is what dual layer looks like. It's heavy at the bottom and lighter at the top. If I shake it, it looks like little bits actually, a little bit like freshly squeezed orange juice. So the first 4 ingredients in here are solvents, then it's got glycerin, so a humectant, then rice extract, which I love specifically because of the ferulic acid in it. Plus it's got Coptis japonica root extract, which is a soother and an antioxidant. And it's got kaolin, which is a naturally occurring oil absorbing clay mineral. But I'd say it's only a fraction of a percent, so you're gonna get a little bit of benefit, but without it feeling too drying. So it's not really gonna control oil as much as it claims, but it is gonna soothe the skin and it is anti-inflammatory because it's got green tea extract and panthenol. I would give this product a 5 out of 10 as the ingredients don't really match up to the claims, but it is nail safe and it will soothe inflamed skin. Moving on to the Red Bean Water Gel. It claims to be a lightweight gel texture, replenishes moisture, and helps with oily feel. It also says it improves wrinkles and gives you healthy, youthful looking skin. So there's lots of promises. I'm kind of critical, so let's check. So the first ingredient in here is Facilis angularis seed extract. Ooh, it is beautiful. Oh, I love that luminescent, and they've been so clever with the packaging. That is something you actually just want to put on your face because it is just beautiful. Facilis angularis. This has been shown to give mild improvement in wrinkles around the eye area. In here, we've got water, butylene glycol, so that's a humectant, glycerin, another humectant, and peptides. So it's lovely. There's skin soothers such as panthenol and allantoin, so I love it. Ooh, look at that goop, gorge. You will see some benefit with fine lines, but this really is best for sensitive skin. You're not really going to see any drastic improvement though. I'd give this particular product a 5 out of 10. It is nail safe, it's fine for sensitive skin, but they gave you so many claims and actually didn't really match up, to be honest, with the ingredients in the particular product. So for me, mild smell, 5 out of 10. Starting off with Innisfree Green Tea Amino Acid Cleansing Foam. We're going to start off with all the cleansers first. I do love actually that they always have the seal. My biggest problem, it's not bad. If you've watched this channel enough, you know that I struggle with packaging. So let me show you what it looks like. I didn't expect this actually. It is quite nice and smooth. Any bits? No, it's very thick. So it is going to be hydrating to the skin. So the claim is it's a creamy cleansing foam with green tea that hydrates the skin while getting rid of dirt. So I can tell that that is actually spot on. They're not making up false claims. The ingredients list starts off with water, which makes sense. Anything that's liquidy, the first ingredient is going to be water because that's at the highest percentage. Don't forget, ingredients are in descending order. It's got glycerin next, which is excellent. It's a humectant, it's a water magnet, it holds water in the top layer of skin. And so that's really important because you want your cleanser to make your skin feel supple after you've washed, not stripped and the oil's taken away. Then it goes a little bit downhill. We've got myristic acid, which is 3 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale, and that's the surfactant. Surfactants are important. They basically are the thing that forms a bubble around the dirt, which makes it easy to wash away with water. But you have good surfactants and then you have not so good surfactants. You want a surfactant that's gentle, that's not going to irritate the skin, that's not going to clog your pores, but will do the job. job. And so finding cleansers with the right surfactants is going to do wonders for your skin because you wash your skin twice a day. So the next ingredient here is lauric acid, which is 4 out of 5 on the comedogenic scale. Again, this is not good if you have oily, acne prone skin or if you have your monthly breakouts like most of us women do. Oh no. They also added fragrance, which is such a disaster and really unnecessary in this day and age. I understand, say 4 years ago when not so many of us were even talking about skincare and you'd buy the most fragranced face wash. But for skin of color, this is a disaster. For everybody, 3 to 4% of the population gets contact dermatitis from fragrance. But the problem for skin of color particularly is that if we get contact dermatitis, it leads to hyperpigmentation. So if you have Caucasian skin, you're going to have the rash, the irritated skin barrier, but your skin is going to recover. If you have skin of color, your melanocytes are unforgiving. Those are cells that produce the pigment melanin. You have to be very kind to those cells. You don't want to irritate those cells because it will lead to pigmentation. As I always say, one scratch, one bite, or one burn, and we hyperpigment. So for me, this product is a hard no. So next is a very interesting product. It's the Volcanic BHA Pore Cleansing Foam. And I can totally see that if you have large pores or you have oily acne prone skin, this is going to be a really attractive product for you. Just give me 5 minutes, I'll be back. Victor. And we are in. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. It's actually not what I expected. It's come out quite a light color. How does it feel on the skin? It's very thick and heavy on the skin. Interesting. You know, cleansers usually in the West don't come out like this. They don't come out so thick and gloopy. Let's have a look at the ingredients list. So the claim is it will feel good on oily skin. And that makes sense because in here they've put in kaolin. So kaolin is your clay. It's very absorbent of oil. Plus they put in glycerin, which I love because glycerin is your humectant. So putting the two together is beautiful because you don't want to overly dry the skin with a clay mask or a clay wash. So that's genius. They've also put in here the two surfactants that I don't like is your myristic acid and lauric acid. So as we discussed, these are comedogenic ingredients. Now imagine you're formulating a product for oily acne prone skin and then the surfactants you choose clog pores. It just doesn't make any sense. And I think the reason they've done it is, I've spoken about this in other videos, is because the cosmetic formulator themselves have their own signature. They have their own favorite ingredients. So for me, for example, my favorite ingredient is retinaldehyde. And retinaldehyde is a form of vitamin A. It works 10 times faster than retinol, but with zero irritation, which is why I love, love, love it for skin of color. So guess what? I buy retinaldehyde in bulk and I put it in every product I can possibly put it into. I put it into the body oil, for example. I put it into your serums at nighttime. I put it into every product I can because I buy it in bulk and I love it so much. Now, if you choose an ingredient that is not so great for the skin, especially skin of color, and then you buy it in bulk and you put it in everything, it sort of is like making a mistake that goes across the board. You can either do a good thing that goes across the board or a bad thing that goes across the board. And unfortunately, they've picked surfactants that are not really great for anybody. But again, for skin of color, it's a bigger problem because guess what? If you clog your pores, what happens is, number one, you actually get pigmentation at the bottom of the pore. So that leads to your pores looking bigger and more obvious. But number two, if you now clog the pores and get spots, that can also lead to hyperpigmentation. So we kind of get a double whammy situation. And this is why we have to be so educated and empowered when it comes to our skincare. So in case I haven't done a video on a product for you, you yourself will be able to read at the back of the ingredients list, is this good for me or is it not good for me? The one good thing they have put in here is actually the BHA. So BHA is your salicylic acid. It's a fat soluble acid. However, I would say that this is less than 1%, which is not ideal if you're creating a face wash that is for oily acne prone skin. I think 1% is what we should be going for. And the other big disaster is they put in fragrance. So unfortunately, this is another hard no product. Moving on to a very pretty one. This is Cherry Blossom Glow Jam Cleanser. I actually really want to just eat this. Let's see if it tastes like, I feel like it, let's not taste it, but it feels like a jammy Dodger situation. It doesn't smell like a jammy Dodger situation. But I feel like it's going to look beautiful when it comes out. Oh, okay, so I see some nice, beautiful coloring. I expected it to come out more pink than this. Very beautiful, goopy situation. It's a little bit like Glow Recipes niacinamide serum kind of pink, and it is more of a gel cleanser compared to the other two, which I think you need to have that sort of variety when you have 3 cleansers in your range. Let's see what's in here. In here, it doesn't really make any major claims. So the ingredients list is water and then glycerin, which is fine. Then they've gone for the surfactant sodium cocoa alliinate, which is fine actually. It's probably one of the best surfactants that they've got in here. But there's actually nothing special in here either. There's no actives that's going to help you with anything. No brightening, no anti-aging. So with this, it's a bit of a non-event until they then added fragrance. So fragrance, as you know, can lead to contact dermatitis. The skin of color, I would just avoid it. It's completely unnecessary. You know, back in the day, you didn't have options. We now have options. So for me, again, this is one to avoid.
So the next product we have is the Glow Recipe Avocado Ceramide Moisture Barrier. Again, I've seen this all over the internet. Can't smell too much, which is good. Okay, so we have some foaming action, which I like. Oh, again with the smell. What is it with these guys? Do you like how refreshing it feels, actually? It is refreshing. I can't lie. But you are going to smell like a vegetable market at the end of this. And that is something that you should be aware of. And who wants to kiss a vegetable market? Let's see how well it cleanses off. Give me 1 minute. I've just washed it off and my skin feels really tight. That's not how your skin should ever feel after you've washed it. You need far more glycerin. You want to go for a high percentage glycerin. It's at the back of the ingredients list. Make sure your humectors, the water magnets, are right at the top of that list because it's in descending order. So let's go through the ingredients list of this product. The positives are it has got glycerin in it. It's just not as much as I'd like. Inulin, which means that this will help with the good bacteria on the skin, which is good. It's got ceramides in it, but I would say not enough. My skin is not enjoying it. And then it's got oats in it, which is anti-inflammatory, which, okay, fair enough. I can actually feel the cooling effect on the skin. The negatives of this are the fragrance. Plus it costs £26 for 150 mils. I'm going to tell you the dupe now. The dupe here is actually better than the original. This one is Face Facts. It's got ceramides. It's gentle cleanser. It's got glycerin in it. It's got oats in it, plus no fragrance. And it's only £6 for 400 mils, i.e. this is 11 times more expensive than this. And you're not going to smell like a farmer's market after you've worn this product. So if I had to pick out either of them, this is the one I'm going to go for. So moving on to my next product, which I really like, and that is Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. So it's starting off with the positives, as always. It's got cocamidopropyl betaine, which is a very balanced, mild cleanser. It's also got sodium lauryl methyl isethionate, which has luxurious foaming capabilities, but is also quite gentle on the skin. It's also got butylene glycol, which is great. It's a moisturizer, it's a solvent, but it also helps other ingredients to penetrate faster and deeper into the skin. So it's also got Camellia japonica extract, which is an antioxidant. It's anti-pollution and it's very soothing to the skin. It actually protects the fibroblasts from oxidative damage that happens from heavy metal pollutants in the air. And don't forget, your fibroblasts are needed for collagen. So if it's not clear, I would say bye. And I'm going to purchase this one myself too. The Face Shop Rice Water Brightening Foaming Cleanser. Okay, so on the positives, it is hydrating. So it has got glycerin in it. Negatives is that it's got myristic acid, which can be quite comedogenic. And it's also got lauric acid. So I would personally say avoid this product if you've got acne prone skin. It's also got sodium lauryl sulfate, which is also comedogenic because what that does is it strips the skin of oil. And so you get negative feedback, which basically makes the sebaceous glands produce more oil and you actually end up with more acne. It's a bit of an old-fashioned ingredient actually to use. We are moving away from this ingredient. So I would actually avoid this if you've also got eczema or dermatitis, because again, you don't want to be stripping the oil on sensitive dry skin. They also unfortunately went and added perfume to this. And you all know about perfume. Perfume is not good for the skin. So yeah, I would just avoid this particular product.